Is the fact that Wano has a straightforward plot bad? That's up to you to decide. But what's not up for debate is the fact that the plot is straightforward. The plot of Wano has been like a runaway train going on right ahead in a straight line and refusing to stop for any reason whatsoever. To illustrate this point, I'll show you the opposite. This is how Oda excels at writing unpredictable storylines. First, Alabasta. The initial mission here is to go talk to the rebel forces that are stationed in Yuba. But they're not there in Yuba because all the water has run out and they've gone to Kateria. So Vivi says, hey, let's go back. But no, Luffy says like, hey, we shouldn't just stop the rebels, we should defeat Crocodile. So they change mission and they go to try to defeat Crocodile in Rain Base. Of course, they fail. And with this said, this gets changed, Luffy gets defeated in the desert, and they have to stop the rebellion now at Alubarna, the capital of Alabasta. And there, among a lot of different things happening, they finally achieve this mission of stopping the rebellion and saving Vivi's country. Then, Water 7. They go into this arc with two goals. The first is to find a shipwright who can work on their ship, and two, to fix the Mary. When they get there, the money they needed to spend in the ship gets stolen. Then they also learn that the Mary can be fixed. As all that has happened, Robin goes missing. Then when Usopp finds out that Luffy wants to go for a new ship, he gets angry, challenges the captain, and leaves the crew. Then we find out that there's this plot to kill Iceberg and that Robin is somehow involved. Then we go and try to go to the mansion to stop this murder. And we also get the CP9 reveal, which is one of the biggest twists in the history of One Piece. And then they take Robin to Annie's lobby. We get the sea train, and then finally we have the climactic battle at the end of Annie's lobby. Another great example is Whole Cake Island. In Whole Cake Island, they first start with the mission of trying to rescue Sanji, but Sanji refuses them. Luffy is captured. Then Sanji learns the truth of Pudding's true nature. He also learns about the assassination plot to kill his family. Luffy is thrown out of jail by Jinbei, and Sanji runs away to go meet his captain. Then they work together to come up with a plan to save the Germa, and also they join the Capone assassination plan. The assassination plan goes Ari, and now the arc changes to a plot about just having to survive and leave the country with Sanji. So after listening to the description of all those narratives and the many twists that there are in them, what was the initial mission at the beginning of Wano? It was to defeat Kaido during the Fire Festival. And here we are, 130 chapters later, and that still remains true. That still hasn't changed. There haven't been any dramatic twists to the plot of Wano. Sure, there have been a few bumps along the way. First, Luffy beats Kaido, and then, oh no, Luffy's captured. Whatever will we do? Let's send our best man to take care of the job. Hey, Raizo, come here and save Luffy, because it's a really important thing. Then we have the fact that the plan is exposed, but Yasue quickly fixes that by changing the place where the plan will start. Then at the beginning of Act 3, we have another attempt to stop the raid altogether by Orochi breaking the bridges in between and breaking down some of the ships that were in one of the ports. And then there's a betrayal from Kanjuro, but by sheer dumb luck, like, we get out of this because Kinyaman just so happened to misunderstand Yasue's plan. And then the biggest twist of Wano potentially, the fact that Big Mom is here, but she hasn't derailed the story at all. In fact, you could argue that she's been a help to the Straw Hats by A, helping them free Udon, and B, even taking down some of Kaido's officers during the raid. Sure, Annie's lobby is the same with, not many twists in it, but that's because it's a runaway train that comes after Water 7. Annie's lobby has no meaning without Water 7 first. And in fact, I'd argue that Water 7 and Annie's lobby form the same storyline. The writing of Wano has not been like Oda at all. However, if you're someone that has lost hope in Wano, and you're someone who doesn't think it's that good, I know you're in the minority, but you probably feel a little bit like me, like people have gone crazy thinking this is one of the best arcs that Oda has written. Don't worry, there is still hope, because one thing that Wano is doing incredibly well, though it's much more subtle, is its thematic writing. The themes of Wano are really, really complicated. There's a theme of leadership, of the importance of subordinates, of loyalty, of faith that something will work out, of death, of identity, which people have talked about a lot, and so many other themes that I'm probably still missing. Oh, the sins of the father with the Kurozumi storyline. This is a really, really, really theme-heavy arc, and Oda's trying to get a lot of messages across in this one arc. And because he's trying to do so, I am convinced that there is a lot more to go to this arc. Don't think that the fate of Wano is written in stone because there's only like a few chapters left and the only thing that's going to happen is Big Mom and Kaido going down. No, there's still so much more to go. Trust me, if you read into the true details of this story, you'll find all the arguments for why this isn't the end of the story. But it's precisely because this is uncharacteristic of Oda that it's pretty clear to me, at least, that there is a lot more to go still in Wano. So many more twists and turns that very few of us have seen coming and will see coming when they do happen. Oda is a masterful writer. The person who wrote Enies Lobby and Marineford and all of those other great storylines, that whichever your favorite is, has so much more in the tank than what he has shown in Wano. And it's great that people have enjoyed Wano for what it is already. However, it's unquestionably straightforward, right? Not much has happened in Wano to completely change the significance of the story or the path that the story is taken. It's been the same for 130 chapters, which would make a twist in that storyline feel so powerful because it had 130 chapters to build up, and all those 130 chapters now have to be redefined into a new conflict or a new mission, a new idea. And if you think that Oda is going to keep with the same mission, then you're thinking one thing, that Oda is going to do something that he's never done before. He's going to have a storyline with absolutely no big twists, and that storyline with no big twists also happens to be the longest storyline in One Piece. That to me is quite unlikely, but if you do think that, you can feel free to believe that and come back to this video if I do get proven wrong to rub it in my face. Ultimately, I still do have a lot of hope for Wano. I've said this a million times. Wano is as close from being my favorite arc as it is to being one of my least favorite arcs. I have complete faith in Oda, though, that it will be one of my favorite arcs, because Oda is that good of a writer. He has been planning Wano for decades now. And Oda, much like Batman, if he has prep time, he's not losing to any other writer. Alright, so with that said, I hope this video made you see things that you didn't quite understand about the story, and made you look forward to things that you might not expect for what's coming up in Wano. Alright, I'll see you Tuesday for another video, and with that said, please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!